Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And this is a really quick video. It is on stablecoins and regulations. Paxos today became the latest firm to file for a federal bank charter. Do you think they had a little bit of heads up? Because it was just a few days ago that the US lawmakers introduced a bill that would require stablecoin issuers to obtain bank charters. Paxos is a financial technology company. They are incorporated in the Cayman Islands, and if they get this license approved from the OCC, they are going to be able to operate out of New York, and it will be called Paxos National Trust. They currently custody fiat for their stablecoin. They also have a coin that's backed by gold, and they are powering PayPal and Revolut. So they are definitely, I think, getting ahead of this bill if it is passed. The bill is wrapped in a scare tactic. It is wrapped to protect consumers. I am sure that it is an attempt to slow down Facebook, whether it's the Libra DM or whatever the new name is going to be. A lot of people are afraid of this. And what happens when you do these broad brush bills, it has an impact on the entire space that is not very fair. And here you can see that the congresswoman that is leading the charge, when she tweeted her tweet out, she has received 1,800 comments, and one of them came from Tyler Winklevoss, which, yeah, you can agree with him or not agree with him, but I think this particular reply is very good. So he said, "So you propose to punish crypto companies for the sins of traditional banks that they never committed, yet reward banks, actual sinners, with a monopoly on the stablecoin sector. When has less competition and giving banks more power ever lead to more consumer protection?" I think he's right. I think he's very right. And I think this is going to be a fight. And it is really a fight that the whole space could lose if the education isn't improved. And I'm going to address that in a moment. But here we have a very interesting announcement coming from Stellar. Stellar is going to have the very first Euro stablecoin issued on their platform. Wow. So the executive director, Denelle Dixon, she is very much making things happen. This is going to be with one of the oldest banks in Germany. It'll be the first to be issued directly by a bank on the Stellar network, the first of its kind in the crypto market. It's very good. Congratulations to her. I'm really watching this company carefully now. They've really started to get quite active and getting some traction. Another battle is brewing too. This is a rumor that the Treasury Secretary Mnuchin will drop the hammer on self-hosted cold storage hard wallets, which is even more dangerous for the entire space. It'll have a negative impact across the board. The hammer, I would hope and think, isn't a ban, but most likely a requirement of KYC when you move on and off these wallets. And in a 2-page letter that was signed with a big concern, was received from Warren Davidson, Ted Budd, Tom Emmer. If you remember, Mr. Garlinghouse, Brad Garlinghouse was on a town meeting video with the Congressman Emmer, and then Scott Perry was the fourth to sign. They are all members of Congress. I don't know. It seems like there needs to be a lot more education, and I want to address that in this video. And I'm going to talk about the Bitstamp apology to segue into that. It really does have a connection to shift that gear. But briefly, there was an apology that came from Bitstamp, and they did that because they had posted the new report by Masari, which was very disrespectful and unprofessional regarding XRP. And the problem is they hadn't reviewed the report that Messari put out. And they explained that they had made a mistake because, yeah, it doesn't reflect their views at all. And in a nutshell, if you don't know, this has been a very ugly public feud, which started back in 2018 when 2-Bit Idiot, which is, I'm not being mean, that's his real Twitter handle, his feelings were hurt when he got a no reply from Ripple on the accusations he made that they were wrongly calculating their market cap, and it has carried this grudge all the way to the day. Yeah, just drama, right? This space is not lacking drama, that's for sure. Well, there was this 2-hour video cast with Messari and the guest Balaji Srinivasan. I know I can't say that. I'm sorry, Balaji. I just really don't know how to say your last name. But you gave a very, very fair discussion with your everything, the technical side and your opinions from about Bitcoin and China. It was refreshing. I think the whole 2 hours is very valuable. I enjoyed it very much, and especially the part about Avalanche. And Avalanche is what Flare Networks is going to be using in the Spark Token project. So I really enjoyed that part. I really also enjoyed hearing about the comparison to Solana. Both of them are being compared to Ethereum. Yeah, there's just so much going on with these new chains in the layer 1 protocols that I found it good. My love for the technical side was really satisfied with this. So it's about 75% technical, 25% on media, social, and regulation. So I don't know if it's for you, but if you like the technical side and you really like to learn more about DeFi, this was a very good video. It's 2 hours long. It's very, very long. And at the end, he was given, why do I have this? Oh, this is because of Crowdcast. He was given 30 seconds to kind of give his summary, what everyone should do in this space. And I think the advice is really, really good, especially since we have these regulations trying to be put through in front of an audience that doesn't know what is going on in this space at all. So have a listen to his 30 seconds here.
Okay, here 30-second is learn screenwriting, make short movies. And so screenplays basically are not that hard to write. You just need to start with your characters and your environments. A 2 or 3 page screenplay will probably give you enough for a 140-second video, and start actually bumping up the production values of pro crypto stuff. If you start, if you have crypto people, if they can make let's make slide decks. They can make slide decks. They can make movies. And we need to actually start doing way, way, way more content, because institutions are not going to produce content and media that is favorable. And so the decentralized internet needs to actually explain the decentralized internet and needs to actually do that in its own terms. And so learn screenwriting, learn editing, and make movies and put them online.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think not only for DeFi, but I think there is so much talent in this space. There are so many people who could create these 140-second videos and do these mini movies to educate. They have to be short because people just really don't have the attention span to go deeper than 140 seconds often, especially on subjects that they don't know anything about. So I encourage anybody who is wanting to use this creative outlet to educate the coming masses. I think it's very, very good advice, not just for DeFi, but for everything. All right, everybody, we're jumping to some fluff. So I want to introduce to you a company called Muji. They're very successful in Japan. It's kind of like a combination of Bed Bath & Beyond, Target, and if you can remember, Pier 1. It's kind of a home goods store, but also has clothing and food. But they have gone into houses. And they actually now have created a showroom, and they're selling these homes, which are very, very small, like 700 square feet, but incredibly well thought out. And I wanted to share with you some of the designs so you can just see what it is that they are doing. So you can see how small it is. 2 bedrooms. This larger bedroom has a pocket door. Pocket doors are really big in Japan. They're one of the best space-saving designs you can have in a small living space. So eating area, your sofa with, I'm sure you could set up a great media center here. The free floating kitchen. You have your toilet on this side of the house and your bath on the other side of the house. I'm going to talk about that in a second because I want to point out 3 really great features that I found in the design that are easily copied, and they're very, very smart. So this one is a drop-down deck, which I think is really genius because these steps make very good natural seating areas. You could drop a bunch of pillows and cushions on here and you'd have the greatest little conversation pit. I love it. And this is really interesting with the different angles on the ceiling. Very handsome. And the lights definitely help. And the last is that bathroom design again. I wanted to just point out that in Japan, there is no mixing the toilet with the tub, not in the same room at all. It's one thing I have a hard time getting used to when I go back to the States. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.